Okay, so it's about that time of the month again where Boom Studios has released preview pages for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and this week we're talking about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 121, the third last issue of the mainline comic, because this month we've got Ranger Academy issue 8, and then we've got MMPR issue 121, and then next month we've got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 122, and then the week following after that we've got the Darkest Hour finale. Now, as of the time of recording this video, we have no idea what Boom Studios has planned next for the Power Ranger comics. As much as everyone loves it or hates it, we've got Power Rangers Infinity coming out in August, which I'm definitely going to be covering on the channel, but like I said, people have been making clickbaity and bad faith videos where they say that Boom has cancelled the Power Ranger comics. As of the time of recording this video, the Boom Studio comics the license hasn't been lost. I'll just say this. It looks like that Boom Studios is ending the mainline comic, but they've teased, and people like Ryan Parrott have teased that more stuff is on the way. And of course, in July, we've got San Diego Comic-Con, SDCC. So, Boom Studios said they'll have announcements there to announce. What those announcements will be, no idea. But the mainline comics are ending, but Boom Studios has not cancelled the Power Ranger comics entirely. There's still other trade backs and hardcovers they're going to release later down the line. Now, as for the next big Power Ranger comic book series, we have no idea what that's going to be. And it's not Power Rangers Infinity. A lot of people are clickbaiting that as the next big series. It's not. It's a one-shot. They even called it a one-shot in the announcement. But now that opening ramble is done, let's talk about the preview pages for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 121. And this is coming off from Ranger Command Power Hour. Friends of the channel, friends of the show, go check them out. So, let's go over these preview pages, and I do apologize if I'm out of air. I'm still recovering from being a little bit sick. Okay, so let's read the blurb. Billy devises a plan to delay Dark Spectre, desperate to stop the growing infection from spreading, but the consequences of his risky idea are impossible to predict. In order to shore up his resolve of what's to come, Billy seeks strength amongst his friends, new and old. But will it be enough to defeat Dark Spectre once and for all? So, whatever Billy's going to do, it's definitely going to have consequences in 122 with those solicitations that they've teased. So, it sounds like Billy's going to be doing something drastic, especially from the cover comic that we can see. So, let's go over the covers. We've got the mainline comic, the mainline cover done by Torrin Clark, which have been lovely. I've been loving these covers. You got Billy on his hands and knees, and beneath him you see the grid shattering, and you see Rocky, you see Adam, you see Tommy, you see Kim, Trini, Zach, Matt, and Trini, and Jason's up here, because Jason's a friend of Billy, so he's up over here. So, again, this is probably going to fuel theory where people say, when's Jason going to morph again in the comic? He needs to morph in Darkest Hour. I don't think it's happening. And then we've got the next cover. We've got Zombie Zack. I like this cover. I like these zombie covers. Then we've got the helmet cover for Yale, this variant, which is really interesting because this cover we're also getting for Power Rangers Infinity. So it's fascinating that we're getting two of these back to back. Well, not back to back, months apart. Then we've got this one done by Mona Findari, where it's Trini standing in front of a saber-toothed tiger. Really cool cover, I do like this one. And then we've got the other cover where it's Trini standing in front of or Aisha, could be either one of them. Probably Trini, but they're standing in front of the Yellow Emissary. And they've taken the form of, looks like they've taken the form of, let's have a look at it. So it looks like they've got Super Mega Force Yellow, Mystic Force Yellow here, and the shoulder piece, I'm not sure who this is, so someone will probably correct me if I'm wrong. So I like these covers. So let's go over to the pages on Range Command, friends of the channel, friends of the show, and look over them. So, like I said, I do apologize if I'm panting or I sound a little bit winded in this video. Like I said, I'm still recovering from a cold, and I'm still pushing forward. So like a lot of dust in my throat. So if I'm gasping for air or it sounds like I'm very winded, that's probably why. Okay, so the first page we've got is Billy waking up, and you still see the ghost of Grace Sterling talking to him, saying can't sleep. And Grace reveals that Billy's only managed to sleep for 6 hours and 3 days. So we've got some more time that's passed within the last couple of days of Darkest Hour, because Darkest Hour feels like it's just been one really long day, like how the Buu arc in Dragon Ball Z took place in like a day. So we've got Henry Pristilia coming back for this artwork for this issue. I think last time we saw Henry on the comics was, I think, when Darkest Hour began, when we first saw Ghost Grace. That's when we first saw her. But yeah, she's still haunting Billy. So then we've got the next page where Billy's still walking, Grace is still talking to him, but it looks like this isn't really Grace, this is a delusion brought on by his insomnia. So that's interesting that Billy's sort of losing his mind, that he's seeing like the ghost of Grace here. But Grace says, if that's the case, it wouldn't stand to the reason that your subconscious is telling you what you need. So it's interesting that his subconscious has taken the form of Grace. So here we have Kendall and we have the Phantom Ranger, and they're talking about the egg disruption that's going on. So that's pretty cool, and again, this artwork is really great as well. So Kendall says they can try using the Energem to bolster the shield. Now it's the next page that's really interesting, where Billy says, we can't do anything that will ground another Rangers, we have so many left as it is. And Grace says, my Energem's powerful, so it might help. And Billy says it'll probably buy him a few days, so not Grace, I keep saying Grace by accident, because Grace was talking to Billy earlier. Kendall says this to Billy, saying, Billy, my Rangers once ended our world we lost. It took us literally resetting the Earth like a router to have anything remotely close as a victory. So, resetting Earth. Resetting is bold. So is Darkest Hour going to end on a reset like they did in Shattered Grid? Because that's been the big theory going around. So we've got them talking, they're talking about the plan, and you've got Billy going back to go see his old friends. So we've got them walking down, we've got Tommy here. I really do like Henry's depiction of Tommy here. Like, his artwork for Tommy's always been really great, and I feel like it's improved recently, like this new style that he's doing. I really do like, because you got Tommy wearing the green and white, but apparently Rocky and Adam have been recovering. Oh, wrong page. So, you've got Rocky and Adam here, and it looks like they just want to see their families, because they've been sort of in isolation with everything that happened, because they were recently purified a couple of issues ago. So they're slowly recovering. So it's cool to see that most of the team is back together, but most of the other Rangers they do have to rescue from Dark Spectre. But I do wonder what Billy's big plan is going to be in Darkest Hour, because it looks like that he's going to make a drastic choice, and I feel like he's either going to shatter the Morphin Grid, or he's going to have to do a early Z-Wave and make Zordon shatter his tube to save everyone. It's going to be one of those decisions, I feel like, because it's going to be such a drastic decision. But Billy is going to have his friends turn on him on the next issue. They're going to be upset with him. But it's going to be Billy's last resolve. So whatever this plan is, I'm really interested, because I believe Melissa said this is a really great Billy issue that she worked on. And although this is centered around to be a Billy-focused issue, other Rangers are going to play a part in this issue. So, either way, I'm really excited for this upcoming issue coming out in the next couple of months. Of course, I'll cover it on the channel, I'll talk about it moving forward, because we're almost at the end of the Power Ranger comics, and whatever happens moving forward, I'll be here and I'll be covering it on the channel. So, with that said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, take care, and bye.